Hello everybody, this is Scott, and today's meditation is going to be a little different. We're going to use a technology called golden proportion, and golden proportion is a great energy for balancing out and smoothing rough edges and helping us evolve our spirit. So I'm going to put that over here. And this meditation is based on the work of Ken Wilber. It involves structures of consciousness. So let's start with the breath and closing our eyes. Long, slow, smooth inhalation. Long, slow, smooth exhalation. We're first going to get in touch with our archaic self. We're going to pay attention to our instinct, giving attention and awareness to our instinct. To our basic drives, hunger, thirst, procreation. And the unique power of our intuition, allowing this aspect of our being to be touched with our awareness. It took us back 250,000 years ago when we banded together. Bringing things to mind when instinct and intuition were important, and you used them, and how those things still assist you today. Now we'll move up to our tribal consciousness, where the world becomes alive with magic, with ritual, how we look at the sun and the moon and the stars, how those are bigger than us. How enchantment fills our life. We bring attention and awareness to our tribal self. See how we fit in with our group, with our clique, with our group of friends. Feeling that awareness of that re-enchantment coming back online. Next we move into our ego, into our warrior, into our power self, that which is impulsive, yet courageous, determined, ruthless when it needs to be. How, in the healthy sense of the term, we've used our warrior for the greater good. We're adding our consciousness to our warrior self, our awareness. Seeing our warrior self. Seeing how we enact our warrior self in the world, not only for our benefit, but for the benefit of all beings. And now we bring our attention to our traditional self, where we see our values and our faith, and how the systems of our life are structured around traditions in the healthiest sense of the word. Now those traditions bring about togetherness, faith, hope, and the possibility of a guiding North Star, an attractor beyond, bigger than ourselves. The call of spirit to create beautiful architectures and devotional and humble approaches to our faith. We add awareness to our traditional self, enliven it and enact it in our being. Starting 5,000 years ago. Taking the opportunity to reconnect with the breath. And feeling the order in our life, structure in our life, and discipline. And how that comes to serve us for the greater good, not only for ourselves, but for other beings. And now we bring our attention into our modern self, where we see our rationality, our ability to use science, our ability to have a voice in a democratic process, to make choices based on evidence, how we were able to become self-reliant. We add our awareness to enliven and enact this level of our development in our being, to achieve the things we want to in this life. We see the times in our life where we took risks and there was great reward for innovating, and for making changes for the better. Now we bring our attention to our postmodern self, where we see equal rights, the environment, and matters of the entire planet become very important. Ecological health, sustainability, we see how we've added a lifestyle that helps the planet, the ways that we've helped the planet and the environment, and stood up for those less fortunate than us, than ourselves. We end our overthinking and overanalyzing and become emotional beings with feelings, with sensitivity. We add our awareness to this postmodern self. Where equality matters. Now we move into our highest levels of our being, our integral levels of being. Let's take this opportunity to refocus. Take a deep breath. We see the world now through our integral self as an evolving, holistic self, living as both an individual and as a transpersonal self, experiencing how that emerges now in this world at this time when it's most needed. We see ourselves as a part of a system within a system with multiple perspectives. We are efficient. We are creative and effective in a whole new way. We end the constant right-making and side-taking and realize we are all sides and we are all perspectives, some of them more true than others. We transcend, we include, and we add our awareness to this aspect of our being, these integral selves we have. And now we take this opportunity to experience our oneness with all which is arising. All the phenomena that arises happens in us. It happens in our awareness. And the consciousness as the ground of being supports all arising phenomenon in awareness. Simple, pure awareness in which everything rests and has its place. And we give this self, this aspect of our being, its due. We honor it. And we deeply bow to the power of the evolutionary work and the evolutionary impulse. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace on earth. Namaste.